Hey y'all, welcome back to Keeping Up with Keisha. This episode is for my GLP-1 community or those who are thinking about the journey, because I'm going to give you the rundown from beginning to end of how I got my medication, where I got it from, all the tea. Okay, let's get into it.
Junior want to not be on my I can't really see what did I miss. Ex-strippers.
Okay, are y'all loving the new setup? Are y'all loving the space? I was out here in the last update video that I gave y'all towards the second half, and I was like, you know what, maybe this could be my little area. The only thing that I'm fighting against is this noise in the background from the air conditioning to my right, and then these birds chirping to my left. Okay. But other than that, I'm gonna put on the noise reducer. I just ordered a microphone, so hopefully that helps. So this might be my little spot. But anyway, so if you are new here, I have been sharing basically, no, not weekly updates, but they are pretty much about to be weekly updates about different things concerning my weight loss journey. As of now, in real time for y'all, little tea, I'm in I just took my 9th shot yesterday. I won't say how much I'm down. I'll save that for my next update. But according to the last video that y'all saw, at week six, I was down 16 pounds. So if you are new here, definitely go back and check out all of those stories and videos, because I basically have been taking y'all along the whole ride with me from beginning to when I received my package until now. And I've been wanting to do this video because I've had a lot of questions about where I've got my medication from, what provider I've gone with. I got my computer out here, child. I'm like ready to get into it for y'all. So I guess I'll start with how I found out about it. So I've known about these injections. I've known about the whole Mounjaro, Ozempic, that whole thing. It's so interesting because there's still so many people who don't know about it at all, even though Ozempic is such like a, hot topic right now and hot topic word. There's still a lot of people who don't know about it, don't know about any kind of injection, any kind of GLP-1, anything. But I've known about it at least for maybe the last year for sure, because I've known a few people who are on it, but maybe the last 2 years. So if you didn't hear my story before, when I updated you guys about starting this journey, I was completely anti going this route. I was like, no, this is, a quick fix. This is not for me. This is blah, blah, like talking all kinds of trash. Okay. And look at where we are today. That just goes to show you, never say never. How about that? So I don't know how, but maybe it just because of TikTok and the algorithms and all that kind of stuff on these apps, it knows your mind and what you're thinking about. I started to see certain people pop up on my timeline, and they were like a part of this community. So they were sharing their journey, talking about the company that they were using to get this medication from. And I will say, prior to hearing about it on TikTok, I did a little bit of like, just quick Google search of like where to get it from, because in my mind, the only thing that I kept hearing from people was like it costs thousands of dollars out of pocket if you're paying for like name brand, just without any kind of insurance coverage. And I was like, clearly that's not a possibility. But I knew so many people, either directly or people that I work with, that I see, I'm like, there's no way that all these people are paying thousands of dollars for this medication. So I did start to like look at some places, but I was just really skeptical, because even just, looking up certain companies, it's like, without knowing someone who did it or knowing someone who went that route, I was not wanting to like go in a direction of like just getting random medication from a random place online. Like, I just feel like that's a little sketchy. So, okay. So long story short, so yes, TikTok is where I found out about it. And just one by one, like, because of the algorithms, when you start to watch one person's video or somebody on live talking about something, the more you watch it, the more other people talking about those same and similar things will pop up. So, saw one person's journey, and then most of these people were talking about it on TikTok live. And I'm so forever grateful for them to this day, because in some of them, a couple of them I DM and asked questions to, and also just like told them, now where I am in their journey, and like, thank you so much, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. So almost all of these people were going through a company called Join Fridays, I'm 90% sure the company itself is actually called Join Fridays. So when you Google it, type in those two words. But as I'm talking, you might just hear me say Fridays, but that's what I mean. And they were just sharing their journey, sharing about how you could, like, you know, go click the link in their bio to get more information, to sign up. They would walk you through the process from beginning to end. There were people on the live that were like chiming in, commenting, saying that they were starting their journey, and they just made it seem so easy. And I'm like, this is not real. Like, this is too good to be true. So literally about 2 months of me doing this and stalking these people, like this one particular girl on TikTok, woman, I'll say woman because she's a grown woman. Her name is Tiffany, and anytime I saw her pop up, like, you know how you get the notifications and they pop up and say, like, you know, so and so is live, blah, blah. I was running to it. I was running to her live just to, like, I don't know, I just felt like I was so intrigued because I was like, I need more information. And she was so amazing. Like, anytime anybody would comment, she would answer questions, and all of them would. There was another guy who I saw do the same thing. There was another few other girls that I just ended up starting to follow, and anytime you would go on their live, they were so personable and would just answer so many questions. So let me know for y'all, like, if anyone who's watching this, if you are already on these injections, like, how did you find out about it? Because I don't know if I would have been on this journey right now had it not been for them popping up on my feed. So I'm really curious, like, did you Google search it? Did you, you know, also find out about it the same way I did? Did you find out about it through your doctor? Like, how did you know? Like, let the people know. Okay, so after, like I said, about 2 months of consistently stalking these people and watching all of the lives and all the information, I ended up doing it. So the one girl, Tiff, this was back in April, I guess, and I had, you know, just after watching one of her lives, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna do it. So went and clicked on the link in her bio, which takes you to the website. And you basically, from there, the very first step is you go to the website, you answer a few questions. It took about maybe like 5 to 8 minutes. So it wasn't like super long process as far as like filling out everything online. So it took like 5 minutes or so. I don't know at this time if they still have a code to use, but at that time they had a code to get like $20 off, which was nice for your first month. And then you fill out the paperwork, answer some questions about your history, about all this kind of stuff. And then from there, you select the date to get your first, basically, like, telehealth consultation with a provider. So whether it be a doctor, like actual physician, nurse practitioner, like whoever it is, that is who you're setting up the appointment with. So I did that. The only thing that I want to make like a note for you guys that I wasn't aware of. So first of all, depending on your state that you're in is how you'll get linked with a certain provider. I'm assuming that some providers are obviously more booked and busy than others, because when I did that, I ended up having to wait maybe 2.5 weeks. Like the closest appointment was like 2.5 weeks out from that date. So I was a little bummed because I was like hoping for like a really quick appointment, because some of the other people that I heard just through the comments and like the people on TikTok talking about it, they were saying like, you know, oh, like I just signed up and did all my paperwork and I have an appointment tomorrow. I have my appointment, you know, in 2 days from now. I'm like, dang, I gotta wait 2.5 weeks. So that I'm pretty sure is dependent upon the area that you're in. But I will say one thing to note too with that is this is a company where you're joining like a membership. So Join Fridays, you get your telehealth appointment with a provider. They also provide like different things as far as like communities, like different Zoom calls and things like that, or different things like working out topics and coaching, eating healthier, like type of things. To this day, I have not jumped on any of those calls. One time I was getting ready to, but I think I was like either at work or on my way home from work, and I be busy, y'all. So for me, TikTok University has been where it's at as far as anything that I've needed to know, but it is a benefit to have them basically, you know, have these services for these people, for everybody who's a member. And then you get help with your PAs. So that was also another thing too. I think I'm gonna jump into that when I get a little bit closer to that, because I'm trying to go in order of like the steps to follow. But you get a lot for it. But the membership is, at least as of today and when I signed up, was $99 a month. So $99 a month, you get your appointment, you get your, you know, all the communication you need with the provider, their membership support, customer service, the whole nine. There's an app, like I said, all of the community access stuff for $99 a month. I can only speak to the Tirzepatide journey because the prices are different if you do choose semaglutide. And if you want me to go in a little bit further as far as like the difference between the two, I can. I'm not a doctor. I am not a physician, so I'm just only going to speak from my perspective. But if you want more tea on that, let me know. So the prices, like I said, I'm talking about are for Tirzepatide. So for the first 2 doses, for 0.25 and 0.5, it is $179 a month. So the $99, basically $100, plus the $179 a month for those first 2 doses is what you're paying for your whole services and your injections. When you go up in dosage, so anything beyond 0.5, so once you get to, I think 0.75 is the next one, then the prices go up a little bit higher. I can't think of what it is. If I can research it, I'll drop it in right here as I'm editing the video, but just a note on that. So all in all, that is like what you're paying for monthly. I will say, you know, it's obviously not in everyone's budget. And even if it was me in a different season, it wouldn't be in my budget, child. Okay. But, and I'm gonna go into that in another video because I'm gonna talk about how much I actually feel like I'm saving because I'm on this journey, because I'm not obsessed with food and buying a whole bunch of crap every day. I'm able to make more sound decisions. So I feel like that same money that I would have taken to be going out to restaurants and buying all this stuff all the time to eat is now being put into this journey. So that's one way to think about it as far as like a cost perspective. But that is like the cost breakdown. Okay, so after that, so you get you schedule your appointment, right? Okay, boom. So then we'll fast forward to when the appointment actually comes. One thing that I do want to note is maybe about a few weeks to a month prior to me doing all of this, I did actually go to my GYN to get some blood work done just for other things. So I already had about half of the blood work that they needed in order for you to start, which in this whole process of me getting ready to like start my journey, it asks you after you sign up and like schedule your appointment if you have any recent blood work to upload. So I did have that first half of the blood work to upload as far as like those documents that you need to provide before getting approved. So fast forward to appointment day. So appointment day, I had my scheduled appointment time. It's all telehealth, so you log online, you meet with the provider. It was less than 15 minutes. Like I was on maybe even less than 10. Like it was so fast. It was kind of low-key a little scary how fast it was. But they do ask you the necessary questions. They ask you, obviously things about your health history, about your current, health right now, like if you're diabetic, if you are already on any other kind of injections, if you have thyroid issues, like all of those kind of things. She asked me. She pretty much, after going through like all of the health stuff, like my past health history, what is it called, hereditary health history, and then current, from there they basically assess if you're a candidate or not, and based on all of that information plus the weight that I was, because you do have to be a certain BMI, which I was, okay, and still am, in order to get approved. So she asked me which one I wanted to be on. And I'm actually very curious because I'm like, if I didn't tell her which one I wanted to be on, I wonder if she would have went into more questions, like trying to assess which like semaglutide or Tirzepatide would have been better for me. But based on all of the research I had done, research meaning that's people I had been asked questions from on TikTok, okay, that is the new research. I knew I wanted to do Tirzepatide, so I told her that, and it was like, okay, boom, then that's what it is. So she, from there, I think she collected my insurance information. I also had to upload that, and honestly, I think that was it. Like, it was such a fast appointment. I'm not even joking. It was like 10 minutes or less that I was on Zoom with her. And after that, I will say one thing too, all of the communication with them has been rapid fire. like so fast. Anytime I emailed about a question, anytime that I've had to like, you know, upload paperwork and felt like I didn't do it correctly, like I'm just like shooting them emails and stuff, they were getting back to me so fast. And as someone who like works in customer service or used to work in customer service, like I love rapid responses and I love good customer service. So that is like right there alone, top tier. I appreciate that. And that is like one of the number one things that I love about this company. So also in the appointment, because like I told you guys, I did have half of the blood work paperwork done, but because it wasn't everything, and this I'm assuming would also go for anyone who you know, doesn't have any recent blood work to send them, you will have to go get a complete lab of blood work done. So I still had to get them to send a script to, I think it was through Quest Diagnostic, to get blood work done for all of the remaining things that they needed. So that is one thing to note, is if you don't have any recent blood work, don't worry about it, because they'll send everything that they need. And that, to get the script, was I think $35. And you just have to go to like your local Quest Diagnostic to go get blood drawn, and then they'll send them everything that they need, right? So after that, like I said, I uploaded all of my insurance information, got the rest of the blood work done. Even before getting the blood work done, the next day got my invoice, because I was not approved, because they don't approve you. Like I had already known at the end of that appointment that I was going to be a candidate. But the next day, that next morning, I got my invoice, and that invoice is what you pay in order to get your medication sent to you, basically. So the next morning, I think I ended up paying it the following day, because that was payday, okay? So I think I got the invoice, it was like a Wednesday, so I ended up paying it that Thursday. So Thursday, I paid the invoice. From Thursday to that Tuesday is how quick the medication actually came. So, and mind you, that's like weekend. So it took less than a week for the medication to actually arrive after paying the invoice, which I love. And that was also what happened to me previously, because I had to get my re-up basically, and it was the same thing. Like it came super fast. So that's another thing that I love about this company, is that like when you submit your invoice, pay everything, like you get your stuff super duper fast, right? So one other important thing that I really want to mention, which is another reason why I went with this company, from all of the stories and testimonies that I heard from everyone on TikTok that were, you know, a part of this journey, is that they have a lot of people, whether, I don't know if these are providers, just experts, that will fight for your PAs, your PA being your prior authorization, which is what you need for your insurance company. So if you have insurance, you know, they're going to fight you tooth and nail unless for some, you know, reason you really need it. And when I say really need it, I mean like doctors also fight you too, as far as getting approved for the name brands. So the name brand being, you know, the Mounjaros, the actual Ozempic, the medication that comes from like Eli Lilly, that whole nine, because the route that I went on was compound. Surprisingly, I can't remember when I got the email. It might have been like a few days after this whole process that I'm telling you guys about now. I got approved for Mounjaro. So I got approved for Mounjaro, I got approved for Zepbound, and they fought for my PAs with my insurance company. I don't know how hard it would have been had I not had them, but I know I've heard a lot of people say that they had struggles with PAs because their doctors denied it, like the whole nine. So that is like amazing. And even though I'm still on compound right now, the only reason is because I can't find it anywhere, because Mounjaro and the name brands are on a shortage. So I'm still gonna go back to like searching, especially like in my local area, to see if I can find it. But I got approved for it, so I'm like, I might as well. So that was one amazing thing that happened during this journey that I don't think probably would have happened had I gone a different route. And that is pretty much it, y'all. Surprisingly, I thought that, I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I feel like this was pretty quick. I thought I had more to go over. I just went through all my notes, and this is everything that I pretty much wanted to cover. So I will update you guys, because I just last night reached out to one of the girls on TikTok that was helping me throughout this journey that I was asking questions to. And I was like, how do you become an affiliate or an ambassador? Because they have like a code and stuff that I entered. And like I said, I was able to get a discount. And I would love to be able to do that for you guys, or anyone who's watching this who has not already started their journey, or maybe if you're thinking about switching companies. So as of today, I don't know yet if I will be an ambassador or an affiliate, whatever you want to call it, but I will find out. And if so, I will update you guys in the comments below. And I will also, you know, if they give me a code to use, if you're interested, I will give you that. and I also probably put it in like the next update video that I do. So all in all, I have really had like the best journey, and I don't know what it would have been like to go with another company. I don't want to name drop, but there is one other company, especially on TikTok, that a lot of people go with. And I, through some rumblings, have heard like not so great things about that company. And then also the price for that company was like slightly higher. The one thing that they do advertise is like, oh, there's no membership fees, there's membership fees. But the price of our membership fee plus the price of the medication is less than the price that you would be paying for the medication through them. So that's one thing to note if you know what company I'm talking about. No tea, no shade to this company, because I don't care one way or another, but that's just one thing that I want you to know. Is I was doing the math, and because I was like, oh, maybe I'll just go with them because they don't have a membership fee. Well, I'm like, it's dang near the same price, actually more. So I don't know if I've heard anyone say anything negative about Join Fridays, but you have nothing negative to hear from me. And like I said, so far so good. I'm on my 9th week and I don't see myself going any other route. Sorry, I'm looking over this way because it is this big old giant, is it a bee? It looked like a bee, but it's black. I'm like, this, if this is a fly, this is a giant fly. Y'all gotta go inside. Anyway, that is my update for y'all today. So like I said, let me know in the comments below if you how you found out about, you know, wherever you're receiving your medication from. Did your doctor approve it? Did you have to fight for your PA? Did you go through another company that was able to like fight for your PAs? Like all of that stuff I think is so important for people to know. And I've never had to go through anything like this before. Like I'm not on any other kind of medication or anything like that, never have been. So just even understanding like the whole process of a, you know, consultation to get approved for medication and what a PA is and all of that was like so foreign to me. And I felt like they made it pretty seamless, especially with me having the ability to be able to email them questions when I did have questions, even down to just like, how do I upload my document? Because I'm a little tech savvy, but certain things I'm like, child, I don't know. But that's just me. So let me know how that happened in the comments below. And also you might be able to help somebody else, because I know there's a lot of people who watch this, not just for hearing my story, but, you know, seeing in the comments some of you guys' stories too. So as I always say, that's it and that's all. I thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for more updates. I appreciate all the love, y'all. We are so close to just me reaching my goals and all the things. And like I said, I just love the community and the support that you guys have helped to create and curate on this here space. So yeah, have a bomb day, whatever day this is y'all are watching. And I hope that this helped. If you have any more questions, let me know, and be sure to tune into the next video. Peace, y'all.